So I'm definitely recording in the shower yet and again. Had a couple things to say about some stuff transpiring today. I already wrote it down, but I just wanted to say it in a video form and fashion. I made this water almost perfect. Usually I have to adjust it when I get in, but this is like the perfect temperature. My boys are outside. I'm waiting on some groceries to be delivered. I need me some fruit. I need me some fruit in my life and my body. Had some dream this morning, and it didn't feel like that real type of dream, like really happening, like the person I had it about. Well, the person that was in it, I had one before with it turned out to be his wife that I was having a dream about, but I couldn't tell it was her in the dream. But it was like one of the more real dreams, and then it ended up occurring. But this one is like not one of the real ones. It's just I was shown something in a dream, and so I was shown in a dream that like this man, he had a gun and he shot through my left eye, and like it was bleeding. It was bloody, it was bleeding. I don't know if it actually came out. Might have been a hole. And the bullet went all the way through, penetrated to the back of my head. And then I had like the guy who I previously considered my stepdad, or previously known as my stepdad, he was in a dream. He was watching or something and saying something to me. I don't know all the details. I can't remember. I should have wrote it down as soon as I woke up, of course, but I didn't. Just checking on y'all at the gazebo or what?
He isn't exactly in it, but
he in the back.
He's the side, bro.
Oh, but he's in the backyard.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, and also I don't know if his hoverboard was charged up. Good time to ride it, but if you do, tell him to bring it in and out the side door. Anyways, Anyways, yeah. So he was looking on and he was saying something. There might have been some other people in the dream, I don't remember. But in the dream, the man had locks, and I don't know. I just came to some type of conclusion or some type of understanding today that warlocks are beings that's locked in war, I guess. And so I don't know. What I do know is I don't like to be associated with that. I want to keep my distance as far as I can from any type of warlocks, of course, witches, all that stuff. I don't want no part. And so he had locks in his hair. He looked younger or whatever. I don't know, but I don't know what all this symbolic for. But whatever it was, the weapon that he had, it formed. It seemed like it prospered, or it definitely penetrated. You know, some type of way. I don't know what it means. And again, I'm glad that it didn't feel like the real thing, like that was really happening in the dream, because it just lets me know that it's shown to me something spiritual, whether it's already happened or whether it's something that could potentially happen. One thing I'm just tired of dealing with these types of beings and entities or whatever overall. Like, you want to let certain type of spirits possess you. That's my delivery is either on the way or shoot, might be being out. What is it? Well, it's saying around 3:28 p.m. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, you want to let those types of spirits and stuff possess you, then you go ahead. Then I was looking at stuff about ancestral spirits and stuff, how people worship and consult with ancestral spirits, and for me, you doing that, you're not knowing, I guess, you either knowing or not knowing that that's demons and demonic realm and stuff like that. But go off, I guess. That's how I be feeling, because I'm like, hey, don't let me convince you otherwise, if that's what you want to do. But saying all that to say, I did a video last night. I don't even know if I uploaded it yet, but because this man had died, and he pretty much was a warlock. He died, and my son was like in association with him. I learned stuff about warlocks and how they have organizations, and they're installed by governments, by certain governments or parts of the government and stuff like that. And it can be a warlock cabinet. Like, now that right there goes deeper as far as the cabinets, period, you know. The Senate, the Congress, and all that stuff that's going on. Me personally, I'm just like, it's just a mess. But at the level I'm at, my son was in this so-called organization, and I realized that, you know, they can use that as cover-ups, and that's if they wanted to like legally kidnap your kids and stuff like that. That, you know, thank God that it didn't happen with my son. But I was always concerned, like, I'm not just trying to let my kids go off with anybody that's strange just because you under the title of organization. But anyway, God intervened with all the COVID and all of that, so my son ended up being out of it. But we just got rid of this hoodie that my son had. I bought it or whatever, but this hoodie that he had that had the logo and the name and stuff like that, and it was very nice or whatever, very nice. You know, they keep their stuff nice and stuff. Then I saw a message where the man was basically soliciting money. He was like, "Don't just give all your money to the man." You know, he put his Cash App up, and I'm like, "What in the world?" And he's old school, so he probably didn't know much about Cash App. But when he got hip to it, he realized, "Oh, this is a quick, easy way to get some money transferred or whatever to me." And I paid the $20 for the hoodie. But like I said, we got rid of it because once I realized that that's what's going on, I just want to get rid of that stuff. I don't want to hold on to that. I learned that they wear certain types of jewelry and stuff like that. But yeah, my son went on, did the honors, and threw it away. The man is dead. I realized there's a video about warlocks and New Age warlocks and witches made on the day and uploaded to YouTube on the day that the man died, and so that was confirmation. Then in the video was a dude with my son's same name. So I mean, it was just right on, as they say, right on the money. You hit the nail on the head, period. So that was that. I'm just in some water because I was feeling chilly because I turned the heat off. And of course I'm gonna wash up too, but when I get chilly, I like to get in some water. But I turned the heat off because the weather just keeps changing. Of course, it snowed a little bit the other day. It was cold enough to snow. Then it was warm again, and then it was back cold again. And now I knew that for the rest of the week, or for the rest of like the next week or so, it's gonna be in the 60s and 70s, and maybe higher. So I'm like, okay, I'm good to go. Hopefully I don't have to turn it back on and off or whatever. I'll just get up under my heated blanket, or like I'm doing now, I'll jump in some hot water real quick. My water bill been low, thank God. My water bill been the same price every month, though. That's that part. It's like probably whether I'm using that much or not, that's how much my water bill been. And that's, you know, there's just stuff like that that I'm like, man, I'm paying attention. I'm seeing what's going on. And I wish I could like speak on every single issue, but I'm at this point, I'm just like tired of voicing it. I've stayed prayed up about it, but I also still at times had to speak on certain stuff. So that's that. Then there's something else that I'm just trusting God to come through for me today. Well, to, you know, let's get it handled today and get it out of the way. So my stuff can continue to flow. What's for me is for me. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. But even that, from the dream to learning about the warlock cabinets and stuff like that and all that, and I notice and observe other people to be warlocks and stuff, and like I didn't notice really until I knew it was something off about this man, something different, because he always wanted my child to submit to him in a certain type of way. Not nothing perverted, but never know, it could have led to that if I would let it go on. But and I was just like, no, I wasn't standing for it or whatever. I don't, I look up to men, and I'll be hoping that they be in leadership properly. But if you're corrupt, then I don't play that. I don't turn my kids over to that. So that's one thing I want to do with the years coming up. Just be more careful and have more discernment and be more cautious regarding my children. My son is growing up. He was 8 at the time he was in the program, but he was growing up, so he can start noticing for himself, hey, yeah, that ain't looking too good. I don't need to be a part of that. And really, he did make the decision that he wasn't gonna be part of it anymore. And so the man had reached out February the 7th of this year and trying to contact me regarding my son, and then I didn't ever call back. I was kind of going back and forth on whether I should, because I wanted my son in a nice program with some young men around his age and stuff like that, and doing some good in the community and the society and the world. But God has let me know that a lot of that stuff that's regarding society, quote unquote society, community and all that, that is not it. That's not kingdom. That's not that's completely not of his kingdom. So, and I mean, all this time I thought, these types of organizations are really, they're godly, they're inspired by God to do something good. But on the outside, it seems like they're doing something good, but really internally, they're doing something that's foul and, again, corrupt. So I didn't want my kids to be a part of nothing corrupt. So it is what it is. It is a strain on me because I don't necessarily have the village that I thought we were supposed to have, but I am good. Thank God for rest and stuff like that. Whenever you do invest your energy, and I'm operating like that because I'm operating as a woman that just don't have no choice but to take care of her kids by herself. As far as my boy, my daughter, I feel like I'm not carrying a heavy weight with her, but I'm definitely still carrying my child and keeping her in my prayers and stuff and my thoughts and stuff like that. But, she's physically somewhere else and has been for a while, and literally have decided and seems determined not to.
Yeah, just to let you know.
What?
I'm at the site now, just to let you know.
Okay, where is he at?
Well,
alright. Well, grocery should be here by 3:28, but okay. So yeah, and that's my son while I'm in the shower, while I'm recording. Still able to check on my kids. Plus I got cameras on, so if I need to step out for a second and just check the cameras and see what's going on. But that's how I want to, I don't want to have to, check in every 5 minutes, this, that, and third, but that's how I got how to run a tight ship over here. And yeah, so I was saying, she's not physically here, but she, that's still my girl. That's still my child. And so, I'm just trusting God, again, continuously. I just want my help and helpers, but yeah, send forth that help and to help lighten the load, even though my load it doesn't feel heavy, but my load does still make me tired. I walk let's just say I walk a mile or so, if that, and I'm tired. I gotta rest. I just gotta rest quite often. So that lets me know I invested my energy in places that I shouldn't have earlier in life, and I don't want to continue to do that. It almost leaves me winded and out of breath, and I don't have asthma or anything, but I literally be feeling like I have similar to asthma, asthmatic. So yeah, just be careful. I definitely advise younger folks, do not invest your energy into something that's not going to build up the kingdom of God. I just have to say it like that. I don't know where people's relationship or quote unquote religion stands, but if you see it quickly, yeah, they consider it red flags, but it's deeper than red flags. If you see it, get away from that, because it's not worth it. It's not worth getting older and then not being able to truly invest your energy, time, and resources and everything into what truly matters. And really, it's the people of God. It's the people who want God. It's definitely people that need God, but it's the people who want God and want to serve him and want to be obedient. Because you want to build up. In order to be able to be useful, you need to have some foundation and be able to start and get off the ground and stuff like that. So you want to build up. And then in order to tear down stuff that don't have no business, in order to do it effectively and efficiently. So anyway, that, and then the experience of my grocery shopping, I had just deleted a picture of me and the boys' so-called dad together. I sent the picture to them because I just always want my kids to know. If not, even at one point in time, my mom and my dad got along. If they're not getting along now, at least I know this. So that's the main thing. I did the same or similar with my daughter. Had pictures of me with her dad, so it's like, it's not like it don't exist. Oh, it never existed, but to me, in my mind, I'm like, I don't even care for y'all like y'all never existed. Except, my kids are definitely a constant reminder that I didn't have them by myself. I had them with somebody, and I know who those somebodies are. But I'm trying to not mention them. And, so I sent the picture, I don't know how that happened. Like, that literally, hold on. Well, I guess I kind of know how it happened. That was my other camera falling. But anyway, try to keep that water as hot as I can get it. Oh yeah, so a good thing, I received the correct piece to my gazebo. So now I'm gonna go out there today and try to put the top and the hood back on or whatever. Yeah, get into that, getting prepared for the summer and all that, whatever. But for a season change. So I was about to say, yeah. So as far as my shopping today, there was this guy who delivered to me twice in the past, in September and October. Once in September and October of last year, and he was set to deliver today. And my thing is, they were supposed to unpair me from him. And really, you know what? They might have unpaired me from him. And okay, y'all can come in the side door, and then y'all can, bring it in as usual. Bring it in the front door and just sit it over by my chair or somewhere where I can get it. So anyway, groceries are here, but yeah, it was a guy who delivered to me, and he has the same name as my boy's dad. Boy's so-called dad. And so then, like I said, I deleted that picture. I still can access it if I wanted to. I just got to keep it real with myself. But I deleted it. But that was a step for me. It was hard. I deleted it out of my stuff, and I just sent it to the boys, so make sure they can access it. And it's just to me symbolic of me continuing to let go and just move forward. Let go and definitely let God. And again, God can do anything. Like, he can literally, and I'm using this as an example, not because I want this to happen, but just because he can literally say, okay, you let go. Now I can give it to you better, or I can give it to you, in the condition that you were supposed to have it in. I don't even desire that, because it got to the point where it's like I can't. I used to recognize it as what I believed we were supposed to be, but now I just don't. He got so tampered with and polluted and stuff like that I don't. And I'm not, again, God can make that person over and clean that person up like that stuff never happened. But I'm at a place, and if people want to call it bitterness or whatever, but I'm still at a place of healing and recuperating and recovering, so I just don't want it. I want somebody different. Period. But yeah, so the guy was getting ready to deliver my stuff. I mean, he was halfway through. He was getting my stuff. I was feeling good about myself. Like, yeah, he got the right stuff. He ain't said nothing to me. He was going to deliver it. Honey, he got halfway through and he was like, forget about it. So he might have remembered that. But yeah, I didn't give him a good rating. And he just might have remembered, like, for whatever reason, he didn't deliver it. And somebody is switched. I wasn't even mad because I'm like, okay, appreciate it because y'all was supposed to unpair me with him to begin with. So that didn't happen, and that was just like another like confirmation or just like a sign that it's being removed. Not necessarily him, even though I'm not even gonna lie, sometimes I really want the physical person to be removed. I can't front to myself, but it's being removed and even maybe undone, or but for whatever reason the guy was deterred from delivering my groceries, and I'm good on that. Like, okay, bye, because I don't want nobody showing up at my house, even with my boys' dad's same name, like literally. So that's what it was today. I'm gonna go ahead and wash up so I can get out and get these groceries and stuff together because I just ordered the stuff and the boys just let me know they're here. But I just wanted to do that real quick, see what was going on. I'll holla.